Many times in life, we find ourselves facing a tough situation, an obstacle, and we sometimes don't know how to get through it. Well, this morning, we are joined by Lynne Klippel, author of Overcomers, a book that focuses on hope, courage, and inspiration. Good morning, Lynne.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here, Christy.
I'm thrilled you're here because I got to tell you, after reading your book, I was so inspired by your words. Very touching.
Thank you.
Tell me why you wrote it, because it's very deep.
You know, I was going through a really tough time about a year and a half ago. My dad, my mom, my younger brother, and one of my best friends all had cancer at the same time. And I was freaking out. The stress was really getting to me. So I thought if I could surround myself by really positive, uplifting stories, I would feel better. So I wrote the book for me, and I'm glad to tell you that it's helping a lot of people all around the world.
That's wonderful. Now, it's not just a story about you. You actually have a compilation of 38 stories. Tell me about that.
Yeah, there's stories from 38 people from all over the United States and Canada, and some from Australia.
Stories about what?
Ordinary people who have had tough times, everything from loss of a job, loss of spouse, health issues, some really unusual things like being a prisoner of war. You know, just tough stories and how they overcame them and grew to be better people.
And even though they are all different stories, I noticed that they all share a common theme.
They do. And the theme is that you're stronger than you know. All the people in the book got through their tragedy by doing 4 different things. First, they started to take care of themselves a little better. You know, when you're having a tough time, it's so easy to just go, go, go and give everything to somebody else. First thing you got to do is take care of yourself. Next thing they did was they spent a lot of time in nature. Whether it's going for a walk around the block, going to the beach, to the mountains, being outside can really help you find strength and courage.
That helps me a lot.
Yeah. Other thing they did was they really refreshed their soul. Whatever spiritual practice they had, whether it was prayer, meditation, attending worship, they did that more to keep their inner core really solid. And the last thing they did was reach out to other people. There's people who want to help you.
Absolutely.
And if you just let them, your life will be so much better.
I was moved in a chapter where you write, when tough times hit, there is always hope. And then you write your definition of hope. Tell everybody out there.
I love that story. It came from Mary, a woman who had a really big dream to become an astronaut. And she got very injured and spent 25 years in and out of the hospital. And she decided she could either be a victim and blame everybody for what happened to her, or she could be a victor and rebuild her life. So for her, hope means happiness, optimism, perseverance, and endurance. And if you have those 4 things, you can get through any challenge.
Another thing that you say where you can get through any challenge, and I love it how you wrote this, and you say much more than this, but you say, life is full of new beginnings. My mom always tells me that. That's true.
It is so true. Even when the worst things happen, there's something better waiting on the other side if you can just hold on.
Have you gotten feedback from someone that has read this and where maybe they just felt, you know, it was over and they felt there was hope again?
Yeah, there was a woman who actually was going through chemotherapy, and she took the book with her and read it as she was getting her chemotherapy, and it gave her such strength to know other people have faced tough times. She's not the only one. And she got through her chemotherapy and now is completely cured.
Your message to everybody in this book?
You're not alone, and you're much stronger than you think. No matter what bad thing is happening, if you can just hold on, you'll get through it.
And it seems like you've gotten through it too.
I have. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Lynne.
Thank you, Christy. It was great to be with you.
I enjoyed the book. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And for more information, simply go to overcomersbook.com, and it is a great read. I was just inspired.